Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's a Christian and Daniel Show.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christian.
And I'm Daniel.
This is Daniel. And this is the Christian and Daniel Show.
Someone needs a little caffeine.
Now, I'm trying to log in, and when you don't use something for a long time, it's really annoying. Like Facebook, it's like I have to re-log in and do all this ridiculous check, like give us the login.
No, it's because
all this stupid security, like for
I'm telling you, it's because there was Facebook went down earlier this week, Monday.
Okay.
So, hey, Charlie. Yes, we're back. We're back. We're back.
We're back.
We've been away for a little bit. There we go. We want to welcome everybody. Hey, Nancy. Lucius. We want to welcome everybody, all of you watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn. Please do us a favor, share this on your page so that other folks can watch along with you. If you're watching us on YouTube, scroll down, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll let you know every time there's a new show on the air. And for those of you joining us on Instagram, unfortunately, you can't chat like we do, but I've got you here on my side. I am watching Instagram on my phone so that all the comments can be read. So if you're watching us on Instagram, join the conversation.
So it is separate but equal.
Yes, Facebook did go down, and the good times were had.
Wait, isn't it meta now? Isn't it meta?
Yes,
everything's meta now.
It was yesterday, meta, yeah.
Hello, Nancy. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Gabe.
We are back. I've missed being on the air. It's weird not doing shows, but we're back. Yay! Hello, everybody. Someone's a little low energy right now. Someone's having a poopy day.
Hey, I'm not just at home anymore.
You're not.
I'm up at 5:30 every morning, getting ready to go into work. I have what they're calling full-time employment in at a school. I'm working with students live. And that's a big change. And, you know, I may get off at 2:30, but I am exhausted. Like working with kids all day is a lot and manage them and everything. But I really love it. I love what I do. I love it.
So
but
everybody
out of me. And for some reason today, I was just particularly kind of tired for some reason.
It's a rainy day too. Is it raining there with you? It's raining here. Everybody join me in congratulating Christian on his new job, and he's a man on the streets now again.
Already 2024 is way more productive than the entire 2023.
Well, tell them what you're doing.
I am tutoring students in multiple classrooms. I get to pull them out, and I help the students who are having particular trouble with either English or math, which is shocking for me to say math, but they're third and fourth graders, so I can actually handle their math for the most part, except for fractions. I'm kind of stinky at that. But I'm able to work with them live. I pull them. We have a whole structured system that we can use to give them some lessons and plans and evaluations. So it's been a real adventure, and it's been fun. This is only my third week, and yay, I get paid on Friday. It pays more than it pays more than the other, and it's consistent hours every week, which I like, which is basically almost like having a salaried job. So I can plan. It'll help me I'm not going to have to stress about paying rent and everything else at the end of each month. And my sister is supposed to come on the 22nd. I'm going to have to confirm that with her. I've just been so tired. I get home, and sometimes I work for my other company in the evening, and it kind of burns the candle at both ends. But this week I only got one shift, so it's on Friday, and it's essay review, which is easier for me. But I'm still, it still tires me out. Everything it takes a bit out of me. I'm no longer 22.
There's a different energy when you have to leave your house than when you get to work from home. I mean, I know that.
Oh, absolutely. But I like the energy shift. I like not being home right now. I'm appreciating it. It gets me out of the house. I'm driving my car, which I do love my car. Got to drive it in the rain today, which I like. I like driving in the rain, and I like driving at night with my really bright lights all on. And I'm one of those people who have LED everything. And so the road lights up like daylight in front of me. And so does Daniel's car, too. So I'm not going to play.
Yeah. But I managed to get home right before the rain started.
I figured you did. I figured you got out of here in time because at 10 o'clock it wasn't raining here.
Which, before we get into the National Today's Days, I want to start. Can I start with the birthday?
Yeah.
All right. Feliz birthday to all of the birthdays this week. If you're somebody you know is celebrating a birthday, we want to congratulate them. We want to a big birthday hello to our friend Checo, Checo Cobos. I know he watches the show. Hi, pretty. I know Checo watches the show sometimes. He is our friend with the food truck.
Yes.
Makes one of the best burgers and tacos in town.
Oh, yeah.
It's his birthday today. I want to send him a big Feliz birthday. And this is a 2-part story, but follow me, folks. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to be interviewed, which was a bigger production than we both thought was going to happen. But here's the post photo. This is the guys from LATV. You can go online and find latv.com. And is it com? It is com. And it's a whole TV show channel dedicated to the LGBTQIA plus community. And they interviewed me on my HIV story, which I felt like I told different stories from the ones that I normally share, which is kind of cool. So these guys came over and something pushed me, and I gave them books. And for those of you who know about my hearts, I gave them some hearts. But I also had some extra playing cards that were sitting in the living room, and they've been sitting there forever. And hey, Paul, how you doing?
Hi, Paul.
And this was the last project that Kevin Moyers, my publisher producer, did before he passed away a couple of years ago. So I was like, they've been sitting here forever. We're not doing anything with them. These were young people, and I'm like, they'll enjoy them. So we gave them to them to take home. And then at night, when I was doing my daily Daniel's Day video, I was looking through the birthdays. And yesterday was Mr. Kevin Moyers' birthday, Mr. Moyers' birthday. And I totally blanked, forgot about it. So the synchronicity, is that right? Is the right word to use in this case?
Okay.
Of remembering him and his project and handing it out and sharing instead of just sitting there was very special. Like and this interview was supposed to be done 2 weeks ago, and we had to move it. Cece, how you doing, friend?
Hi, Cece. Hi, Crystal.
And so it was really cool the way it all worked out. So he's up in heaven, I hope, doing podcasts and creating comics. But a big happy Feliz birthday to Mr. Kevin Moyers, who's no longer with us. So I'm not gonna cry. So anyway, Feliz birthdays. But it was really cool. The interview was really cool, and Christian got to be in it, which normally doesn't happen. They wanted to do some shots of Christian and I being a couple, and Christian knows, like, I'm not big, like, PDA, like, it's not my thing, especially not in public.
Particularly this affection, like, oh my God, like it was so over the top for us.
So they have us walking out the door and then walking down the sidewalk, and I'm holding Christian by the back, and I held his arm. I have held your arm because I used to do that when I was going through cancer. Like, that was a very cool thing to do. But Then we're on the corner of, what's the other street? Lincoln?
I think that's Lincoln. Yeah.
No,
No, I think it is.
it is Lincoln. We're on the corner of Lincoln and Braddock, kissing right in the corner.
There's this really beautiful ficus tree, and the sun was coming through it, so he wanted a sun flare in the shot, and it was pretty cool. The cinematographer was really great.
Pedro. So it was a cool shoot. The video, they wrote me today. They're already editing it today.
Oh wow!
So they want to put it out. So as soon as it comes out, we'll let you folks know about it. But go check out. Let me make sure if it's not org. I think it's not org.
Yes, he had us do this kiss with the sun flare by the ficus tree on the corner. And it was like all these people walking by and stuff, and we keep having to do a kiss over and over.
Yes, it is latv.com. So go check it out. Yeah. It was pretty cool. And he's like, can y'all kiss again? Can you kiss again? But you saw it right on the camera. There was this moment where he turns the camera and the sun is coming through the trees and the flare looks really cool. And it was just like, oh, like even I was like, we look dang good. We look pretty good. So I'll let you guys know with that. We want to. We got a bunch of people watching us on Instagram. So hello to all our Instagram friends. I am keeping an eye on the comments. So if you make comments, we'll let you know.
Instagram.
We're talking about schools. Today is no homework day.
All my kids had homework.
All the kids have homework. And I asked you before, how many subjects are in schools, are official subjects in schools?
It's like there's 4 basic ones. And then like music it's optional. Not every school has a music program. And then some have an art program and some have PE. But those are not consistent. Like the school I'm at does not have PE, but it has a music teacher and it has there's 4 basics, so that's what you have to work with in the regular school setting.
So what was your best subject in school?
English, by far.
Hands down?
Hands down. Straight A's in English. I'm a capable writer, capable academic, capable researcher, and capable.
Well, hello, Mr. Ramirez.
Yes, it is. It's Mr. R.
Yeah.
I do Mr. R, Mr. C.
They call you Mr. R, right? You said?
Huh?
They call you Mr. R?
Mr. R, Mr. C, or Mr. Christian?
I'm trying to think what my favorite or my best subject was.
But by far mine was English.
I think
I know English. I knows English. I knows how to read and write.
I think math was one of my best. And I will thank my father for this. His punishment for me when I did something bad at school or got in trouble was doing the timetables. I think I've shared this with you before. He would sit me down. So for those of you of our age, the 70s were big for us to watch TV, like all the best shows. He would sit me down at like 6:30, right before the show started, and we would go 1 times 1, 1 times 2, and I had to go all the way to 12 times 12. And if I got anyone wrong in the middle, he would start all over again. So I had to do 1 times 1 to 12 times 12 correct, and then I could go watch TV. Otherwise,
12 times 12. 144.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Can you please turn on my middle school, Mr. R? There you go. Work here. Yes, people hire Mr. R now.
I typically do elementary. I don't really do the junior high students too often.
Hey, Emery, how are you doing? Good to see you.
We are doing well.
My first summer school was social studies, art,
choral music, and history. So
how about you folks? What was your best subject in school? Although I remember fifth grade, Mrs. Marcus. Mrs. Marcus was my 5th grade English teacher. And this is in a time when the erasable pens came up. Hey, compadre.
Hello, Jesus. Jesse.
Lunch.
Lunch. I I'm not going to play CC. I was pretty good at lunch too, particularly on pizza day. You know what? The kids at my school, I think like almost every day is pizza day, and they get like real pizza. Like they don't make it there and cut it into squares or circles or reheat it. They actually get it delivered from like it's like I think it's Domino's pizza because they have a big poster of Domino's in the window. They get like, but it's like a huge piece. It's not like any Domino's pizza I've ever seen, but they get pizza like it seems like almost every other day of the week. And I'm like, I wish I had pizza every other day of the week. I want pizza.
What made school pizza was because it was the square pizza. Like,
yeah. And it was only like once a week. It wasn't every day or every other day.
yeah,
So I don't know what the situation is. I agree. Lunch pizza those were the days. The kids would go nuts for them. Now they get it so much they're not even like excited about it. They're like, oh.
It was like or sloppy. Well, in Texas, sloppy Joe Day. Oh, sloppy Joe Day came with tater tots, and you were like, oh.
I almost cooked some tater tots tonight.
Comadre, how are you doing?
Hello, comadre.
Comadre,
compadre.
Yeah, some of the pizza our school has only on Fridays with chocolate milk and cookie.
Yeah.
Like there's the honor the pizza. I remember the burgers they had in both middle and high school, all packed in the little 4 bags. Yes, those are like
a regular cafeteria in that regard.
The hamburgers were like gas station hamburgers. Like
yeah.
But that's what made him good. I'm going home tomorrow. Oh, okay, good. Our comadre's in the hospital, so we're gonna send her some love and some good vibes. Hope she feels better.
Well, and don't let them rush you out, girl. You stay there until you feel 100%. Because all it's gonna do is if you rush out, they're gonna put you right. You're gonna end up right back there again.
For me, it was love-hate with gym class. I hated gym class, but it was mandatory for everyone to shower after. Emery.
Turn a negative into a positive.
Oh, Emery.
Okay.
I'm sure you are, but make sure they take care of you.
Okay.
Pretty good. We don't have any pictures of Junior this time.
Well, we don't have any new pictures.
We don't have any new pictures. We're gonna go, but unfortunately, the comadre got a little sick. We did find him the best little toy.
We did. It's gonna be awesome when he gets it.
What else is today? For those of you out there, today is Day of the Dude. A dude. The only thing I could think about for Day of the Dude was like who the longest friendships that I have, like who are my bros now. But I don't get to hang out with the longest friendships I have, like Ray, but he's in South Texas. Lee, my best friend Lee, who lives down the hallway. I've known him for like 20 years. Those are my bros. You're staring at me like I'm speaking another language.
No. I comprende inglés.
You comprende the compadres?
I comprende compadres.
Well, you've been dealing with your, I was going to say sorority. It's not the sorority. It's
my fraternity. I may be a girl today, but I was not a girl in college. I was in a fraternity, not a sorority.
What do you keep?
But I can tell you, my fiance at the time was in a sorority.
Do you keep in touch with any?
No, not really.
Members? Isn't that supposed to be like forever life bonded?
That's overstated and overrated.
I did say sorority.
Yes, you did.
Well, I didn't go to like university.
I've been hearing a lot about that, but my friends are the friends I've had since like I was pretty young. Like Dave has been my friend for over 40 years. Vanessa's been my friend for over 40 years. They're both like a brother and sister to me. I mean, are we in touch every day and stuff? No, but when we do, we're great. It's like no time has passed. And those are probably my two longest friends as far as people that I actually actively stay in touch with. And then my sister Sherry, my genetic sister and actual sister Sherry, she's one of my best friends in the world now. I absolutely adore her, and
So
she's so crazy.
for those
In a
of you
good
watching, what is the longest friendship that you have, and are they school friends? I don't have friends. My cousins are my friends. Oh,
We're your friends. We're not your cousins.
yeah. Well, we're related now, so there's a relationship.
Oh, through the church. You're related. I'm not.
I'm trying to think. I did join, and this is not college. This is grade school. I went to Obadiah Night grade school in Dallas, and there is a Facebook page for Obadiah Night, and there are people popping in that I feel like we were in the same grade at the same time, like, so there's a connection. So I'm trying to see if we're talking about Dude's Day, Michael.
And then he talked about me and the sorority I was in college.
The new job.
My new job. Then he talked about how I was in a sorority in college, but I was actually in a fraternity, because sororities aren't very big on penises in the house. Maybe they are now. We've changed so much. Things have changed so much. Maybe there isn't any more discrimination that way.
Can you play her signature song, Christian?
Sherry.
Longest friendship. I hardly talk them very much ago. Yeah, some of my I do stay connected. I mean, I do talk to friends that I've had since I was 5. Friends that I had when my sister Juanita moved to her house where she still lives now. Some of the same people still live there, and they're on social media, and we have occasional conversations. So I guess I'm 53. I've had friends since I was for 40 something years now. Oh wow!
Yeah.
It's weird to know that people know you that long. I mean, my sisters obviously, but it's odd.
My goddaughter is also one of my dearest friends, but she's only known me 30 years.
So the question is, what is your longest friendship, and how did you meet them? So that's kind of
funny enough. Dave and I did not go to the same schools. We were in the same school district, but we weren't at the same schools, and then we didn't really cross paths. He and I actually met at 5th grade camp when we were both counselors, and he was like the really cool, slick, good-looking counselor who was always like laid back and let the kids be kids, and I was the uptight, anal retentive, little, control freak who was like, no, my kids. And I said, jump. They said how high, and they had the clean cabin, clean bodies, clean thoughts, clean minds, clean activities.
Were you mean? That sounds mean.
I wasn't mean. I was just disciplined.
You sound like you were mean. Like I wouldn't like you.
To be disciplined.
I don't think I would. I mean,
no, you would trust me. You wanted to be with Dave, not with me. If you want to have a relaxing, good time, Dave was the right counselor.
I would have looked at you and go, that queen needs to get laid.
I did, probably. I'm pretty sure I did.
Well, here's another one. Speaking of being mean, today is also Stop Bad Service Day. What has been the worst?
So long, I don't even know what bad service would be.
What has been the worst service you've ever gotten? This is your horror story moment, people, folks. That's why he was all trying to sneak into Dave. Dave is kind of cute, though. Dave is cute.
Dave, and back then, Dave was like deliciously hot, like ferociously hot. So yeah.
Dave,
beautiful, handsome man even today. But back then it was we were 18, 19. It was a very different bodies and lives.
I get the feeling that Dave was very like 80s movie cute.
Oh yeah.
Does that make that over your nose? Spirit Airlines. I've never flown Spirit Airlines. I know my sister has. I wonder if she has any horror stories.
I'm trying to think of the worst service I've ever had. Hi, Jorge.
So for everybody who's just joining and for our friends on Instagram,
no.
today is Stop Bad Service Day. If you're willing to share, what was the worst service you've ever gotten? I'm trying to think the worst service. I don't think it's been an airline. I haven't gotten really, really horrible service.
Airline. I don't. When we were flying first class, that's where you would, if you're going to experience bad service, that's where you could experience it. Because coach, you just get that service is mediocre no matter what because it's coach.
Love you, Jorge.
But,
Love you, Jorge.
You know what? Maybe it was. I can't say that either. I'm going to say the island of Maui was the worst service I've ever experienced. Period.
When we went,
the entire island of Maui is a trash dump in my
opinion. When we went,
yes.
Did you feel like we had bad service?
I felt like the entire trip was bad service.
Huh.
Everything about it was a disappointment. You go to Hawaii, you want to eat Hawaiian food and huli huli chicken and all this good stuff. And we just went to the Maui is an island.
Okay, well, we have to check that up to the resort we went to. The resort was
even around us. There wasn't any Hawaiian anything. It's just Maui. Maui is a beautiful island if you're elderly and you can drink alcohol. Because that's all people really did. It was drink themselves drunk by the pool in the sun, and then waddle their way into the spa, get a massage, and then waddle their way back up to the rooms. It was not like we should have gone to Oahu. And you've been to Oahu now, so you know why I was pissed we didn't just go.
Yeah.
I could have kicked myself for not making us go to Oahu.
I think the worst.
I'm sorry, Honolulu on Oahu.
I'm trying to think. It hasn't been there was that one hotel that was falling apart.
Oh, was that the one in Vegas?
Good to know. Our trip to Oahu was perfect, which was surprising because it's so touristy.
It is, but Oahu has everything you want. If you haven't been, you want to go to Oahu and explore that island. It is the quintessential Hawaiian island for tourists to visit first. Then you can go explore the quieter islands and have that quieter experience. Like Kauai is definitely where you go to rest and you want peace and quiet. And Maui is the place you go for peace and quiet and nothing Hawaiian. Just eat Italian food and stuff that is ridiculous to eat in the island of Hawaii when you could stay home and do it. And then the Big Island, Hawaii, is one of my favorite islands, particularly the Hilo side. If you want a real, authentic Hawaiian experience and to see the current day Hawaiian culture, then go to Hilo side, Hawaii. And I even have friends that have a clothing optional resort if you want the hookup. I'm sorry, it's a gay clothing optional resort.
Yes, Charlie. I think we talked about one. I'm sure it was a restaurant that because I'm not. Okay, I'm not high maintenance. I'm not high maintenance in a restaurant, but I am. I do know
you are though because you were a good server.
I was the right place to hit the North Shore, or you're gonna miss the Oahu.
No, yeah, that's absolutely true. And it's a short drive to North Shore. It's not even long.
Let's see, Johnny says the constantly worst service I've ever had was on a trip to South Beach, Miami. It was decades ago, but I still remember. I think you're right. I mean, I know that. Okay, this is not a reflection on the service, but it's a reflection on like my luck with the service. I tend to get DoorDash. Like we use it quite a bit.
They mess up your orders all the time.
And they tend to forget things or do things wrong. But it's certain restaurants that we order from that I'm like, my head is always like, they're going to mess it up. They're going to mess it up. So just be prepared to either eat it the way they send it or report it.
It's like last night we got something and the kid was going to give us someone else's Chinese food order.
Yes.
With our Burger King. Little Daniel had to say, no, that's not ours.
Well, no, because he knows it.
You put it in your hand. Cal OSHA says he can't take it back. Technically, he should not have taken it back.
He shouldn't have, but I didn't want him to get in trouble. I got that feeling that he's probably done that before.
He doesn't get in trouble for it though. He also wouldn't be employed.
Oh, I know. Remember that the hotel in San Bernardino that I got stuck in working?
Oh yeah.
That it was
Anything.
steamy. The hot water wasn't working. There was roaches. The
Sounds like a Motel 6 nightmare.
It was because it was packed that weekend because there was the games, and the person that was supposed to get my hotel room was late with it.
I think she did that on purpose.
It was back when things were not good between us, and but she's no longer with the company, so
yes, no.
But yes, yes, restaurants. I am particular with, because I was in the service industry. I know good service. I know good service.
Yeah.
If you don't give me good, I don't need to have excellent service, but just good. I think that what Charlie was talking about is one trip to New York that we had, but no, we haven't been to New York together since the lockdown.
I was always consistently disappointed with the service at the Wyndham 45 or whatever they call it. We had super high status. We were always supposed to get upgraded. We never got upgraded. We never got the big suites. We never got anything that we were actually paying for. And that pissed me off. And then when we got in that one room and the refrigerator smelled like 3 cats had given birth and died, been eaten, then thrown up again, and then eaten again in the refrigerator, it was so disgusting. And they came up and they kept like sniffing at themselves and saying, we don't smell anything. Well, I don't care if you, the help, doesn't smell anything, because I'm the paying customer smells something. So put a new refrigerator in or something. And then when their housekeeping was like the most aggressive housekeepers on the planet, they would just let themselves barge in. You could be running around naked or having illicit sex in the foyer, and they would just come right on in and start doing their job. And then on your way out, they're like, if you're not out by 11, you're going to get penalized for a whole nother day. The maid staff is going to come and beat you with searing hot rods. I mean, they were so aggressive on when you're leaving. Like, you had to be out there by 11, and they were knocking on your door, banging on your door, like constantly until you left. And that is not an exaggeration. They did that every time.
But yes. I will say this about
garbage hotels, garbage company.
I'll say this about the New York trips, though, that the
location is great.
The staff in the office treated us really well. We did get treated.
Oh, we love the sales staff.
The sales staff really liked us.
Of course, they loved us.
Yeah, restaurants are usually Yelp has a lot of my reviews.
But I do remember that wonderful 2 times we were taken to a wonderful steakhouses in New York City.
Yes, we did.
And that one that's by Broadway in the theaters, that one that has them all on display in this big meat locker up front. Yeah.
We've been there several times.
Oh my gosh. But that was good service, not bad service. That was like exceptionally good service. And the food was. But I love our steakhouse here in Culver City. But George Petrelli's, but it is nothing holds a light to the one in New York City on Broadway.
George Petrelli's every time. I'm telling you,
we love them. We love them. And you could get that. What is that crazy bone-in
cowboy steak?
A tomahawk steak.
It's they call it the cowboy steak.
Oh yeah, and then the tomahawk is the bone-in prime rib, and it's like a pound, and it's a lot of meat. It has a big bone, so it's like a brontosaurus thing.
I get all kinds of butch when I eat that steak. Just tear it apart.
We do love our George Petrelli's. If you're ever in Culver City, be sure to look up George Petrelli's Steakhouse.
New York pizza. Oh yeah.
Well, as long as you get it right, Daniel and I learned the hard way how to order New York pizza. Because I tried it with I want olive. I want mushrooms,
mushrooms.
pepperoni, and sausage.
And
And the
then
guys
they
looking at
called
me
us
like,
out. They
are
called
you insane? And the people in line are like, oh my God, they're tourists. We just want our GD pizza. And these backsides come in and they're ordering a custom order pizza. And then the mushrooms, they don't have fresh mushrooms in New York City, apparently.
canned mushrooms. It's canned mushrooms.
It's canned mushrooms. It was so
Because
disgusting.
nobody orders it except for Californians when they visit.
Stupid Californians coming in, messing everything up. Because you're supposed to just order how many slices you want. I want 2 slices of cheese. That's it. They have all the condiments and all the weird stuff you put on it. And that way you're in line, you get you get your pizza and you're out of line. And it's only like a couple bucks and you get a soda with it.
2 slices and a Coke. That's it.
Let
me read these 2 that they sent. Charlie says, I now remember the worst service I had was with Domino's Pizza. They kept sending me the wrong pizza and they did it twice until they finally got the order right. Pepperoni and sausage. They kept sending me ham and pineapple. And Michael says, flying back to California from Detroit, I had a layover in Vegas. My flight out of Detroit was late and caused me to miss my connecting flight to LAX. I was late in Vegas for 10 hours. Whoa, waiting for another flight. They wouldn't book me on another airline. And at the time, I could afford to buy another. You could afford to buy a flight. Pablo, ¿cómo estás? Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. We want to welcome everybody just new to the show, particularly our friends and on Instagram. Thank you for joining us. The other thing today, we're celebrating.
I need to do a quick runaway. I'll be right back.
All right. Today we're also celebrating Discover What Your Name Means. We did this last year. For those of you that were on the show last year, remember, we were looking up people's names and what they mean. And if I remember correctly, my name, Daniel, is God is my judge. And let me search. We're searching other names. I had Christian's name already set up, but I obviously did not. Christian is follower of Christ. Yeah. So my name is God is my judge. And Christian's name is follower of Christ. Do you know what your name means? Let's see, Charlie and then Nancy. Charlie, do you remember we did this last year too? Oh yeah, Charlie, yours is a free man, warrior. So you're a free man or a warrior. And Nancy, put my glasses on. Nancy means, where is it? Oh, Nancy means grace or favored. English, Middle English roots. That's interesting. It's related to the name Anne. I didn't know that. But it means grace or favored. So there you go. There you go, Nancy. Yeah. Yeah, I thought names were cool. So I did it for my, if you're following me, I do the daily videos now, the Daniel's Days. And I did my whole name because my whole name is Daniel Genovevo Garza Acevedo. And where is it? Hold on a second. There it is. My whole name, Daniel Genovevo Garza Acevedo, means God is my judge, one who is thorough, the Heron, Hollywood. So I even have Hollywood in my name. I was really cool to find that out. So Acevedo means Hollywood or wood of the hollow tree, but I'd rather say Hollywood. I have some good news to share with you both towards the end of the show. Oh, excellent. Yes, we'll definitely do that. Let me bring out some more banners. What are we doing? I showed you the picture while Christian comes back. Really good opportunity. I'm really excited because there's a lot of cool things coming up that I've been working on. My coaching program. I'm going to be in New Jersey and New York next week. So all my friends up in New York and New Jersey, I'm going to be up there for the week, showing the alignment. So those of you that have known about the alignment and what I do, Madeline, hi mama, how you doing? Welcome to the show. And so I'll be in New York and in New Jersey and then New York, and I'll be presenting my workshop. And once the news comes out officially, I will share with you guys on where my coaching program is, because I'm really excited about that. It's a really good adventure. So my coaching program has grown, and I'm really excited to share. But I can't share it yet until it's officially on the website. For those of you that are just joining the show, we've been talking about Christian's new job. Some of the holidays today is it's Day of the Dudes, and we've been talking about who your longest friendship is and how you met them. No homework day. What was your best subject in school? Stop Bad Service Day, and what was the worst service you ever got and where? And then we're searching names and what do the names mean. So will you do a bit of sightseeing in New York City? I probably won't. When I go for work, they really have me on a tight schedule, and I'm going to a conference. So I don't even know what the conference agenda is yet. I have to look it up. But if sometimes these conferences set up one or two events that you can join one or the other and be part of. Sorry, I need to take this off. And you can join one or the other. So I'll probably do that. But the last trip to New York, we did do a little bit of sightseeing. The only place I haven't been that I want to go is the Statue of Liberty. I haven't been to the statue. Have y'all been to the Statue of Liberty? And what did you think? Yes, his new job, he's tutoring in schools now. So he's actually having to leave the house, and he still has his part-time job, but he gets to work with fourth graders. And so they're like, he's Mr. R or Mr. C. I always think of Happy Days from Mr. C because of that. You've been to Statue of Liberty. What did you think, Charlie? Did you like it? Did y'all like the Statue of Liberty? When we were gonna go, there was like you had to schedule your time, and it wasn't in the right time frame, or we couldn't get to it. But I love New York. If I didn't live in California, I'd want to live in New York. Except for the cold, but I like the energy. I like I like the rush. I like that everybody is like on a mission to get somewhere. Like everybody's just like focused, laser focused. So I would move to New York. Talk about good news. I will tell you, I don't know if anybody can notice, I lost some weight. I went to the doctor on Monday and found out that I weigh 153 pounds, which is the lowest that I've been in years. The highest that I've been was 166 pounds. That's when I was really chunky. As many times as I've been, it's the one touristy thing I haven't done. You haven't done it either? We need to go together. We need to go to New York together. Reserve your reservation in advance to see the statue. Yes, that's where I remember about that. We couldn't go because the time that we could reserve was later than we could go, and we ended up not going. So, but I like New York. I like the business. I was just at Ventura, Florida, down by Miami last week. Weather was good. Everything was good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm going to be honest, though. I'm going to be honest that where we were staying wasn't like a big city. It was kind of small, but there was something about the energy this trip that kind of threw me off a little bit. I don't know if it was me or the atmosphere that I was in, but it did throw me off a little bit. It's exciting visiting, but could you do that pace 365 every time you stepped out the door? I don't know. I mean, I grew up, okay. So I grew up in cities. I grew up in Monterrey. I grew up in Dallas. I've always been until I moved to California. And I've lived in Laguna for 15 years now. And I do like the slow pace of here. Everything shuts down early. I call it a Mosey town. We're a Mosey town. I don't know. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do it. But just, I remember when I went to New York City, one of the stops that I visited was Battery Park, and I thought to myself, Madonna once stood here. That's a really cool way to think about it, Charlie. The only two places, and I think I've talked to some of you about this, I would love to go to Gettysburg and Salem. Those are my two want to go to places.
Hello, Madeline. Thank you, Madeline.
Oh yeah.
I loved leaving New York City.
Yes, Christian doesn't like New York.
Leaving
I
a
do.
place that has so much garbage on the street that I have to remaneuver and move around it. Yeah, I could live without that.
I do like
It's the smells, the crime, the people screaming at night. You could just hear them.
the romance.
The romance of such a beautiful city. If I was a billionaire living in the clouds, yeah, I would love New York City. Only I think rich people always love wherever they live because they're rich.
Whereas that's what I love about Laguna too. For a place so close to LA, it's refreshing that Laguna has a it's very small town. You can walk, especially, and now that we have the promenade, it is so cozy to go and get a coffee.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, get coffee, get a snack.
Already a beautiful city, like breathtaking. It's right on the water, the coast. You have the beautiful main beach right there. And now they have this promenade that is breathtaking.
Yep.
And it's beautiful because all the businesses there have been thriving in the promenade because there's no longer this fight for parking, and you have more of a captive audience too. People are more comfortable because it's not a street anymore. They feel more comfortable hanging out and just spending time there with their families.
I like it. I like going out there and sitting and getting a cup of coffee and just people watching. It's a great place to people watch. You don't have to go to the beach if you don't want to. You can stay on this. Anyway, you ready?
And that's nice too. You have another option.
Ready?
Oh my goodness, yes. Whenever you are. Now? No. Just kidding. The Brother's Son on Netflix. It is fan-freaking-tastic. And hello, we have an Academy Award winner in the group too. Michelle Yeoh. But it is a fantastic, highly binge-worthy series. It moves really quick. It's so much fun. I just really enjoyed this a lot. It's basically about this family that was divided. Mom took one son, dad kept the other, and they are this huge Taiwanese crime, like triad crime family thing. And the father's side and the son that stayed with the father is all involved in it. And the mother, who came to America to keep that son safe and herself safe, is totally outside of it. But she really isn't. But that's the interesting thing with her character. You don't really get that right away. But it is just the worlds suddenly cross because they have to, and it's just a thrill to watch. It's so much fun. And Michelle Yeoh deserved every bit of that Oscar because she is just absolutely so believable. You just believe she's this mom, mild-mannered, then all of a sudden, bam! There's a moment when you will realize she is not just your average mom. Anyway, really great series, really fun to watch. Lots of humor in it too. It's not just action and killing and martial arts. It's also, there's a real nice emotional side to it, and it does have funny.
I haven't watched it, but is it like Sopranos type?
It very loosely. It's like, it's kind of like The Family. It's the family business.
La Familia. All right. So my pick of the week is a show called Calling from Accounts. The show is about this two people that get put together in their lives because of this dog. The premise is that he's driving and hits the dog, and she was standing there by watching, and they end up taking it to the vet. That's just the first season, first episode, and then it ensues. Her position with the dog and her roommates and his life and where they're at, and it's one of those. I will admit that part of it are a little bit like, I lost the word right now, but like what's gonna happen. You like it's like okay, where the story's going, but he's funny, she's funny, the stories melt really good, and I'm enjoying just watching the catastrophes that are about to happen. So I encourage you. It's something that you can play and watch, and you don't have to be so invested into it because the jokes are not just visual, but you can hear the jokes. So in the dialogue. So go check it out. That's my pick of the week, and I haven't finished it yet, but that's my pick. And what are y'all watching? What's
And
your
Madeline, we love you. Good luck with your continuing tax season.
Yes, Texas is here. We need to get our taxes done. But for all of you who are tax people, tax doers,
Preparers.
tax preparers, good luck. Our friend Martha is also a tax person, so and our tax person. We need to get with her. We usually that's talk about looking like a mafia. We usually go out to eat and give her all our tax stuff over food. Taxes are done for another year. Good for you, man. I finally got I think the last of all my forms, so I can get them done now. So there you go. What else? I don't have anything else on here. You gonna say anything?
Yes.
Turd.
You didn't have anything else. Oh yes, death and taxes. Only two guarantees.
Well, let me do the announcements before you think of something to say. Then, for everybody, we got our Grubby Buddy books signed and delivered, $25 each. You can also find them at Awakenings, both in Laguna Hills and Costa Mesa, or at Village Well Bookstore in Culver City. Send me go over to littlemexicanproductions.com, Grubby Buddy, to order yours. Remember, that is signed and postage, so you don't have to pay postage for it. It's already covered. If you're looking for life coaching, transpersonal coaching, reach out to me at DanielGgarza at littlemexicanproductions.com. We can do these if you're in the area. We can do them in person, but usually virtual, team building workshops, group stuff. If you're looking for mediumship or spiritual coaching, Christian, you can find him, email him at cpramir@att.net. He also does one-on-ones, groups, in person, and virtuals. Well, the person is now, it's going to be less because he's working. So, but, and then our friend Richard Wayne Kilgo, who has several programs going on, sound baths, trainings. So go check him out at rwk2.com and go to his website, get information. He's doing some amazing work. In fact, I'm doing a training with him on the 23rd in the morning. So go check him out. And there. Okay.
Well, yes, Michael, that Griselda was fantastic. It was a really good series.
You finished it already?
Yep, already. It's totally bingeable. And I knew who she was. I knew who Griselda actually was, and I also know she was not as attractive as the actress who played her. But wow, talk about some great acting and really good makeup. It was something else, and it is crazy to see the story and how she ended up losing everything, including her sons. They were all killed. So it's kind of like she had it all and then lost everything. So
Charlie says, "Oh, this is the good news he was sharing. I recently had a biopsy done in the doctor's office for a follow-up appointment, and he went through the results, and I'm still clear. Yay! And as a reward to myself, I'll be seeing the Queen of Pop this Saturday. Congratulations! That is really good.
Enjoy Madonna.
Thank you for sharing with us. I made school pizza for Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, did you? There are recipes floating around out there for recreating the exact taste, and I cobbled together something that Oh my God, Plain Chicken. That's a good website. We'll check it out.
Yeah. And yes, Gabe, I completely watched all of Reacher and Banshee. I've seen those two complete shows. They are fantastic. And Reacher is good. It's not just a vapid, shallow action show. It actually has some depth and it actually has some good character development.
Yeah, I like Reacher, and we started watching, which I was going to bring it up, but I didn't bring it up this episode. We just watched several episodes. Not Finder.
Tracker. Tracer.
Yeah.
With the new
and Banshee. I love Banshee. I love that because it's like, whoa. I can only watch one episode at a time. I can't watch more than one on Banshee. And
it's a slow watch.
Yeah, Reacher, I can watch 2 episodes at a time. But Banshee, I can only watch 1 episode and I have to stop because I'm like, ooh, girl. The show really focused to try to
That's Griselda.
Oh, Griselda, yes. I need to watch it. It's on my queue. I just haven't watched it yet. So, but please let us know what you're watching so we can.
By the way, the new season of Survivor is out now. Season 46 or 47. I think it's 47. And there's a bunch of new stuff. If you go to Paramount Plus, there's a lot of new. NCIS is back. NCIS Hawaii, which is one of my favorites, is back. FBI is back. FBI Most Wanted and FBI International, all love. And Blue Bloods is coming back pretty quick for its final season too.
And if you're a fan of NCIS, the original, and you liked the relationship with Tony and Ziva, yes. If you like that relationship, if you haven't heard, they are doing a show together. They're bringing back the characters, but it's a Europe thing. They're not going to be based in the U.S.
Yeah.
They're going to be a Europe thing, but they're bringing them together. I was such a fan of that couple.
Oh, I was too. And I love the fact that, they had a child too.
How about just Paramount Plus and the other show? I don't know. I remember. Oh, do you watch NCIS, Nancy? Did you watch this? Yes. So Tony and Siva are they're bringing them back. Tony, I forget the actor's name, but his show ended.
Michael Weatherly.
Yes, Bull ended, and Ziva made that appearance a little while ago, and everybody's been like, "We've got to bring him back." So they're doing it's only going to be on Paramount Plus. It's not going to be on CBS, but they're bringing them together. I get the feeling it's going to be like a heart-to-heart type of show for anybody who remembers Heart to Heart, like where the couple,
Oh, that was so good. I love that show.
You used to like Heart to Heart, right? And so if you ever watch Heart to Heart, where this couple went on, fighting crime together, I get the feeling it's going to be that type of show because he's kind of funny and she was kind of serious. And every time they show Tony on the regular show, there was always like a funny element to him. So I'm hoping, but I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
So Paramount Plus runs $59.99 a year for their essential or basic package, which does not include Showtime, or $119.99 a year if you which includes Showtime, access to all Showtime's programming.
There you go.
There you go, Charlie. All the other services, I'm not quite sure.
This Fool?
This Fool was hilarious, but I never saw it having any longevity because it kind of got redundant already in the season 2.
I never watched it.
It's very funny. You could still watch it.
Yeah, I have to check it out. Well, we're down to the end of the show. Thank you so much for joining us. We're back. Unfortunately, next week I'm going to be flying from New Jersey to New York, so we won't be here next week, but we'll be here the week after. So mark your calendars for March 20th. and we'll be back with more shows. We want to welcome again all our friends on Instagram that are watching us now. Make sure that you check us out. What'd you say? My essential package costs way more than $60 a year. Oh, really?
That's what they put out there.
Your package is worth more than $60, Gabe. By the way, I like your new profile pic. What's your
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay, cool.
Looking good.
It's full. For now, I want to thank you all for joining us. We will see you next 2 weeks with more of the Christian and Daniel Show. Remember to follow us on YouTube so you can get all of the latest videos, and check us out on the Daniel's Day videos for the daily celebration one, which I haven't done tonight. For now, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Where's
Bye.
the video? Cue the video. Where's the video? There's the video.
New ending.